too late now.
I know. Right,
Yeah.
hello everybody. Welcome to not only episode 37 of Discord Taxable, not only
This sound.
welcome to MatPat
Welcome.
Part 1, also known as episode 37 of Discord Tax Evasion.
When's part 2 and part 3 gonna happen?
Probably
Sleep and puke.
Saturday, like this Saturday that's coming up, because I have a
Okay.
because if sleepover finishes on Thursday, then we have a break on Friday, then we'll be Saturday, and then I reckon Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Guys, I have an epic challenge for YouTubers.
yeah,
Try not to groom children challenge.
right. So
I am not saying that. Not.
What do you
why,
say?
Cade? Are
We
you gonna
on
fail?
Twitch. We are on Twitch.
Yeah, and
If I can just say joke.
okay. So yeah, welcome to episode 37 of Discord Tax Evasion, episode 1 of the MatParathon. We ready, guys?
Churng soup.
What is watch videos of MatPat. MatPat is a YouTuber who does.
Yeah, we're watching
Hey
specifically.
guys, you should all unmute the music robot because I'm gonna play the world's most amazing music.
Please don't tell me it's just Woodpecker.
It's
No.
not.
Okay.
The
It's
music,
music
right?
meant for dogs. It's music meant for dogs. You should listen to it. It's like music
It's
meant for
probably
dogs.
copyrighted.
Let's go, baby.
I don't. It's like music for dogs. It starts
What's
playing
up?
Metallica.
Alright, we all ready?
Everyone watch the stream.
Yeah, everyone.
Dogs.
Counter fans pulled up.
If you guys wanted to say his channel, I would have known him at the start.
Game theory. Matthew.
Alright,
I
let's.
did say Matt.
Everyone
I did
in?
say the game.
Why is music for dogs
Yeah, I'm
classical
in.
music? Shouldn't we giving
Yeah.
dogs like
Right, Hayden.
Outcast or some shit? You know.
Hayden, you gonna join the stream?
Boom. Bum. Penis. Wee wee. Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready, Dad.
Game
Counter fans
theory.
Alright.
pulled up.
Let's begin.
Hello.
Can
Why
you
does
see
he
it?
look kind of like German
Yeah.
985?
We can see it.
Turn it up.
Turn it up, yeah.
All the way up.
Why didn't you put subtitles on too?
Creation. Probably never heard of it. It's called
Yes, I've heard
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Stop talking so we can.
Why does Matthew Pathy look like that?
Matty Patty.
No clue.
Why is he wearing a polo shirt?
Because he's Matty Patty.
Was that a bunny?
And he's like flips out checking
Was
the
that a bunny?
camera.
I think it was a bunny.
Can you rewind?
Oh, for goodness
Can
sake.
you rewind? Can you just like show him flipping out and just like, checking the camera? See, just watch this bit. Look at how he flips out.
Was that a bunny?
Easy come, easy
Was
go.
that a bunny? I think it was a bunny.
He
This
left.
is so fucking funny.
Oh my gosh.
I kicked the music robot.
I am so
Oh, okay.
scared right now. Oh god.
Oh my god, I'm just
The
this
fan.
is terrible.
It's only the fan.
Pat, what are you scared of? Oh my god, this is so
I've
terrible.
never played a game this intense.
Beautiful.
Oh god. Shut the doors.
Wow,
shut the
it's
doors,
so
doors.
intense.
It is. I'm shaking and
He
crying.
looks like he's cheating. Oh my god, this is so terrible.
I know.
Can you tell I'm scared right now? Pat, turn on the lights. Pat, turn on your bedroom light, man. It's 10 p.m.
Just
His
the
mom's
fan.
just like, you tell him to go to bed,
I don't know
being
about you, but
quiet.
every time
Mm.
I
He's playing on his laptop at 3 a.m. It's like, man. Did he even get scared?
No.
Dude, this sucks.
Little bunny rabbit jump scare.
That's it? It's a jump scare?
Really?
Oh, Matthew Patry, we're in
What's
for a
happening?
ride.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, there's the bunny rabbit.
Matthew
shut the
Pathy,
door.
this is stupid as fuck.
Yeah, no, we're committing to this bit.
Truly compelling
Yeah.
gameplay.
I hate this.
Oh well.
Oh my gosh, guys. I'm almost out of power. 11% and it's 5 a.m. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh, please don't get me Freddy. Please don't get me Freddy.
Please don't get me,
This is what it
Freddy.
takes to get views on YouTube.
Hot.
Let's not. Yeah, let's just keep it in.
I think it's actually a fan-made thing. Not
Yeah.
the game theory, but it might be, so I think it's okay.
Hello,
watch
Internet!
this.
Welcome to Game Theory, where fear is our middle name. Matthew
Yeah, the
Fear
smartest show in
Patrick.
gaming.
It's a very strange name. Okay,
Matthew-
I'll admit
no,
it,
it's
I didn't
Matthew
give
Fear
Five Nights at Freddy's enough
Patrick.
credit
Yeah.
when it first came out. You jump scares from creatures that, aren't that scary? People overreacting to it on YouTube? Meh, pass. But then when I asked you about
If
it,
he's
you
the
showed
smartest
overwhelming
thing, if
support
he's the
for an
smartest channel
episode
in
on the
gaming,
game on
why the
Twitter,
fuck
so I
did he
began
try to
dig a
suggest
little
that
deeper.
Sans is
And what I
Ness?
found was some of
Oh,
the
God.
most
It's
interesting
true.
storytelling,
Mm.
most
No, it's not,
intriguing
Hayden.
mysteries, and most
I'm a
disturbing
When I see you
events
next in
I've
person,
read
I'm
about
gonna
in
lynch
a
you
long
for saying
time.
that
Now,
it's
if you were
true.
just to play the game straight through 5
Look at the
days,
light pole,
the
it's
story
Hayden.
would actually come across as pretty superficial. You're the new night guard watching the security cameras at a Chuck E. Cheese-style restaurant called Freddy
just realized we
Fazbear's
could have split it
Pizza.
up
4
into, like,
animatronics
actual-
roam the halls
the
at night
part we
because
could
the
have gone
owners
on
don't want their
actual, like,
servos
games
to lock
in the
up. Bad
series.
news is, you
Mm.
can't let them near you,
We
or
should-
else
we-
they'll
we-
kill
you know
you
what we
on the
should do?
spot because you
No.
look like
What
a
should we
naked
do?
endoskeleton.
We should go to someone's house and play
Ow,
the
show
games at
them
some
those
point.
circuits. Apparently, one of them
That'd be
bit
fun.
someone back in '87.
After we
presumably
watch after the Matthew
1987. And the
Pathy
past
marathon,
guard
after the
leaves
Matthew
you
Pathy
recorded phone
FNAF
messages
marathon,
to act as
you
your
know what we should do?
tutorial. That
Wow.
is as much as he could record.
We should go to
before he
someone's
got
house
himself
and
killed.
FNAF
Stay
game.
5
Yeah.
nights, collect your paycheck, done, game over, play something new. But playing it that way is doing the game a huge disservice, because that's not even scratching the surface. If you're really observant, you start to unravel the layers of unsolved mysteries around this place. You find that there's a 5th animatronic, that posters on the wall will change randomly, that news clippings appear and disappear, telling the dark secrets of this twisted place. Putting it
Matthew
rest of the
Pathy, I don't
story.
care, get to the
Freddy
theory.
Yes.
Fazbear's Pizza, once a popular restaurant, fell into hard times when 5 children went missing there after being lured to a back room by a man dressed in a character costume. Though a suspect was
Pedophile
caught and
question mark.
convicted, the bodies of the children
No,
never
YouTuber
Jack
groomer.
Vogel.
the pizzeria
Why
was
the fuck is he
also
playing
threatened with
Earthbound music
shutdown
over
due to
this?
sanitation complaints, as foul
Background
odors
music,
started
okay.
to come from
He's
the
playing
animatronics,
the fucking
blood
Gygas
and mucus
theme.
oozing from
Who's
their
the
eyes
Gygas
and
theme?
mouths. The last article, written years after the incident, states that the pizzeria would finally be
No,
closed
no, it's
by
the final
year-end.
fu-
In addition to the core 4
He's using the
robots,
final
Chica,
boss theme
Bonnie,
from Mother
Freddy, and
3.
Foxy, there's also a 5th, unofficially referred to as Golden Freddy. Ignoring the rules of physics, Golden Freddy appears and disappears at will, can inexplicably travel through doors, wherever, causing strange
I don't think
hallucinations.
MatPat's actually
And
ever
when
played
he
Mother 3.
attacks you, you're not taken to the typical
Pretty sure he
game over
would've.
screen. Your game
No, I don't think he
crashes.
has.
So
Because
that's
if he's
unsettling.
played Mother
And there's
3,
also
then he'd understand
strange
that his
messages
whole
appearing on the
Ness
walls,
Sans
repeating the
theory makes no
words,
fucking
"It's me."
sense.
According to the game's creator, the place is
Well,
he-
inhabited by what we can only assume to be the
Because-
spirits of the 5 lost children. So
Sorry,
that's the
I'm
gist
just
of it.
angry
Murder,
at how
missing
crap
children, foul
MatPat
odors,
is.
killer robots, and pizza.
Well, he's
This
cool.
story leaves
Fuck,
a
where was I?
lot of lingering questions.
Mother
Who
3,
is your
right.
character?
Well, basically,
How's he
one of the
fit
main
in?
villains
Why
for-
does he
well, a
stay
twist
for
villain from
5
Earthbound,
nights
the
when
se-
he's
the
very clearly
second
confronting
last
the
boss,
possibility of
basically
death?
becomes a
What more
god
can
and
we know
becomes
about this
immortal and
terrifying
shit.
Golden Freddy?
And it's
most
hinted that he's like
importantly,
enslaved
what
a bunch of
is
worlds
the
and killed
complete
countless
story
people.
behind
So
Five Nights at Freddy's?
and
They're
there's
all
nothing
good
suggesting that he
questions about a
didn't end up,
delightfully incomplete and
massacring
mysterious
the
story
Earthbound
with just
universe as
enough
well.
threads to keep you theorizing.
So
So now, if you'll indulge me, let me reciprocate that story with one of my own. I think you'll find
know,
it interesting. December 1993.
MatPat
Aurora,
forgot to
Colorado.
count in the
10
genocidal
p.m. Tuesday
10-year-old.
night at a local Chuck E. Cheese. After a family
That's
birthday
why his
party
Earthbound
runs
theory doesn't
long,
make any sense,
manager
because he
forgot
Margaret
to count in the
Goldberg
murderous
and
10
teenage employees
he forgot to
Sylvia
count in the
Crowell,
the
Ben
genocidal
Grant,
10-year-old.
Colleen O'Connor, and Bobby Stevens are forced to stay late to close up shop. But as Margaret tallies receipts in the back, Bobby scrubs down the kitchen, and the other 3 work outside in the main arcade. Unknown to any of the 5, there's actually a 6th person locked in the building with them, waiting silently in the darkened restrooms. A 19-year-old named Nathan Dunlap. Earlier that year, Nathan had begun working there as a cook, dough master, before getting fired in July after a disagreement over his hours. Now, 5 months later, he was back. At 10:05, he left the bathroom, pulled
Oh
out
yeah,
a small
updated one of the
caliber
YouTubers
handgun,
that I
and
requested.
proceeded to
He
execute
left me on
everyone in
scene
the
on
building.
Instagram.
First Sylvie,
Ooh.
then Ben,
Ow.
then
Yeah, I'm
Colleen.
still gonna watch these
Dunlap
videos,
then
but it's like,
moved to the
come on,
kitchen,
you could
where
have
he
really said
surprised Bobby
no,
Stevens.
Lamau.
The bullet entered
Yeah.
You just
Bobby's
left
jaw,
me on
sending him
scene.
sprawling onto the ground. Then finally, Nathan moved to the back, the office, where
I'm not
Margaret opened
surprised,
the
but at the
safe
same point,
before
it's like,
Nathan
come on, you
shot
could
her
have
twice,
just at least said
proceeded to
no,
grab
fuck
her
off or
bag,
something. Like,
filling it with
I would have
Margaret
imagined
Thatcher is
cash,
dead.
arcade tokens, and
What was that,
keychains.
Cade?
Spurred on by
Margaret
the building's
Thatcher is
security
dead.
footage, police
Yes.
were at his home a few hours
Fun
later,
fact,
where
this
he was
Thursday
promptly
is the 8th
arrested.
anniversary of
Eventually,
Margaret
he was
Thatcher's
tried
death.
and sentenced to death,
Oh,
but his
cool.
story re-entered the news just recently as
Huh?
his punishment has been postponed, leading people to debate whether he's able to sleep soundly, knowing that his execution has been delayed. This is a tragic story, a disgusting waste of human life, and one that I won't joke about or make
Hey,
fun of in
MatPat,
any way.
this shit
but
makes
I
no
want
sense.
Yeah. Just real or is it fake? I don't know.
Oh, ew,
Is it
ads.
real or just a dream? No, nothing that is in between.
want to address it because I have a strong
That
suspicion
unblock.
that this story is the one that inspired Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's look at the facts. First, I don't think that there's any doubt that Freddy's is a parody of Chuck E. Cheese. From the singing animatronics to the alliterative naming of the characters, the parallels are just obvious, so the setting is certainly the same.
I was fucking
Next,
throwing
what
wind
year does
chimes
Five
at
Nights
them.
take
Oh,
place?
fucking
The
hell.
time is certainly kept vague, but there are clues that we can put together. For one, the Chuck E. Cheese franchise had a tremendous period of growth and success in the late 80s and early 90s, but started to decline along the same time
Matthew,
as
Patthew, I
arcades,
think you're
with
reading too
at-home
far into
video
this.
game consoles taking center
We're on the
stage.
first
That's one
episode,
clue, but to
Rosa.
get even more detailed,
The
specifically,
I
first.
still think this doesn't make any
each
sense.
night you're working a 6-hour
This
you're
shit's
spending
stupid.
5 nights there. So that's 30 hours of total work time for $120. In total, $4 an hour.
That's
How
so
can they
funny.
do that? That's below minimum wage for 2014. But in 1990, minimum wage was $3.80. In 1991, it was raised to $4.25. And by 1996, you were looking at about $5 an hour. So the game seems to take place between 1991 and 1996. The Nathan Dunlap story took place in 1993. But let's move on to the most important comparison.
MatPat,
the victims. In the
stop
game, there
comparing
were
a
5
real-life
child
tragedy to
victims.
your
In
weird
the real-life
game
story,
theory.
there were also 5 victims. But we can get even more
MatPat,
specific.
this is
Online
terrible.
theories about the game
Calm
always seem to
down.
draw a parallel between the number of kids missing to the number
I'm
of
just saying this is
animatronics,
shit.
saying that the
God.
children's bodies
Yeah.
were stuffed in the
It's 'cause it
various
is
suits.
shit.
And this appears to be true.
Not that
Bonnie
bad.
and Chico both have moans and raspy breath sound effects, as though someone's trying to cling to the last threads of their lives stuffed inside
They
the
have
costumes.
moans.
And other
Ooh,
sounds
moaning
made by
babies.
the animatronics are just slowed down versions of children's laughs and screams. Additionally, as the news clipping mentions,
Wow,
the
MatPat
suits
can pick up
ooze blood and
contextual
mucus
things in
and
the
begin to
game. Wow,
sting
isn't that
like
amazing?
decayed bodies or
Wow,
reanimated
MatPat can
corpses.
listen to
So 5
background
victims,
noises in
5
video
suits
games.
seems like a slam
Whereas I feel
dunk,
like
but nowhere does
I
it
feel like
say
if
that
you
all
met MatPat
5
in real
were
life, you can
murdered,
write it
only that
square
they
in the
went
body.
missing and couldn't be found. Also, the trouble a lot of people have with this theory is Golden
Hayden.
Freddy. Why is that guy
I said,
so
I
limp and
I feel like
lifeless?
if you met
So unlike
MatPat
the
in
others.
real
It's
life, you
weird
could kick him
until you go back
square
to
in
the
the
real
nut.
life
I
story.
would.
Yes, there were
You know, I'd
5
rip off
people
his
shot
nuts so
that
he
night
couldn't
in
have
Chuck
any
E.
more kids.
Cheese, which matches the 5 victims in Freddy's story. But
Wait.
of those, one survived. Bobby, the one
Wait,
from the kitchen,
no, pause
miraculously
for a moment.
survived the shot to his jaw.
Yeah.
He's like using a real life actual murder
Yeah.
and compare. Oh, he's using it as evidence in a
No,
game theory.
He's
You're
saying
just comparing them.
no. He's saying that the game must be inspired on this event.
Yeah, but that still doesn't make it right. It's still.
He's just comparing them, that's all.
He's
Yeah,
just
but the thing
comparing.
in shut up for a moment, guys. The kids and the people in the robots in this game are meant to be children. The people that were killed were all adults.
Yeah.
Again, comparison. They don't have to
I
be.
want to rip off MatPat's nuts and spit in his face with like disrespecting actual murder victims.
You could like kick his baby.
That's hot.
Yes, MatPat, I'm gonna kill your child.
Oh,
Just remember, just actually stop and think that he has a child. He had to have 6.
he has a wife and children.
That-
That's the
that
theory,
is-
game theory.
Oh no, no, that's not a game theory anymore.
It's real life.
It's a real life.
A MatPat
confirmed thing.
theory.
Can I play the video now?
Yes, I guess.
After he was knocked to the floor by the bullet, he went limp, played dead, to avoid the killer coming back to finish the job. And that relates exactly to the advice you're given on night 3 by the phone guy.
Try playing dead. You know, go limp.
Again, let me reiterate that I'm not trying to make light of the real-life events by comparing them to bear costumes and animatronics. But I do want to point out that
Matt,
these similarities
If you weren't trying to
do
make light of
exist.
real life
And
events,
what else
then you
is
wouldn't
limp?
be using them
Appears
in
to
your
be a
crap game
lifeless,
theory,
empty
would
suit
you?
in the game? Golden Freddy. Surviving the attack, Bobby was able to go to trial and be a damning piece of evidence in the case against Nathan
Look, I got a
Dunlap,
message.
ultimately leading to his death sentence. Which animatronic surprises you by appearing randomly? The one you don't expect and has no clear pattern? Golden Freddy. It's also worth mentioning that of all the cameras in the restaurant, one is
I remember
always
there was this
black,
one kid
preventing
at
you from
school
seeing what's
who was
going
fucking
on.
obsessed
That
with
camera is
this.
located in the kitchen,
Like
leading many to
FNAF.
assume it's
It
where
was
Even
like
had
my
Golden
FNAF
Freddy
World,
hides.
and he
It
would
just so
get this was in
happens to be the
like
place
this is
Bobby
all
was
this is
able
the
to
earliest you remember him
survive
talking
the
about
attack.
is
So I ask,
grade
odd
3,
coincidence or source
and
of
in
inspiration?
year
In fact, if
7
you think
he
about
was
it, the
still
behavior of the
obsessed with
animatronics
FNAF.
really corresponds with key
It's like
features of each
Pokemon
of
He
the
kept getting in
Golden
trouble
Stories
for
victims.
playing
We just
FNAF
covered
World on his
Golden
laptop in
Freddy and
class.
Bobby,
Oh my
but the
God.
rest have strange parallels too. Bonnie
I
goes into
remember
the
at my
utility
private
closet
school
filled with
kids would play
floor cleaning
FNAF
supplies,
off
the
from
most
scratch,
prominent ones
like
being a
Five
mop
Nights
and a
at
broom.
Bobby's.
It's probably one of
Oh.
the most
Epic.
random
That's a
rooms
real
in the
thing.
game, until you consider that Ben, the
Sorry,
second
okay,
victim,
what's a real
was
thing? Sorry,
vacuuming
here.
at the time
Five
of the
Nights
attack.
at
Foxy
Bobby's.
is kept sequestered in the back of the building,
Like the
behind a
dog.
curtain, more
my
aggressive
God.
than all the rest. Similar to the way Margaret, the manager, was in the back office counting receipts at the time of the murder, and her role as manager would inherently
Margaret the
make her
Karen.
more aggressive or assertive.
Actually,
Sylvia
no,
was
Margaret's
closest to the
dead.
bathroom and was cleaning
Cade?
Yeah.
Just no, don't worry about it.
salad bar at the time of the attack. Chica walks past the bathroom and is associated with food. And Freddy, well, he doesn't have that strong of a parallel with Colleen, but he does appear in the girls' restroom. Odd for what we would assume to be a male animatronic. Maybe
We
it's a
saw
reference to
hashtag
Colleen being
MatPat
a
is
girl,
everybody
or a
for this
nod to
video.
Nathan's
Oh my
plan of
God.
hiding in the bathroom until he was
What was that?
Yo, go watch this fucking video. MatPat's
Oh,
being fucking
I've
weird.
a thing I saw. This is about MatPat on Twitter.
ready to attack.
People trying to
All right,
cancel
after
him
doing all the research,
because he made a
reading
video
every
on
fan
trying to
theory in
find the
existence and
Pyro's
putting all of
gender.
the clues together, what
Yeah.
does this mean
Gender?
for the story
The
of the
Pyro
game?
from
I think
TF2 made a
the
really
game
old
is an
video trying to find the
allegory for
gender,
that night
and
back
people
in
like ill.
That's the
1993.
dumbest
Here's my
reason.
final
I
Cancel
know.
him for this shit, because this is
You,
legitimately
Mike Schmidt,
disrespectful
are
to
the
actual
murderer,
murder
former
victims.
Yeah.
employee of Freddy's Pizzeria. Like Nathan in the real
This is
story,
legitimately
you were
disrespectful,
fired for the reason
disrespectful
the
to
when was
actual
this
murder victims.
episode made?
Cancel him for this, not
tampering
some
with
weird TF2
animatronics,
video.
being unprofessional, odor.
6
Well, it's
years
kind of
ago,
obvious
okay.
that the
tampering with
TF2
robots
Pyro
that caused the infamous
is
fight of
male, because, like,
87.
you look at the
Regardless, like
trailer and
Nathan,
he's
you
got,
were
like, a deep
mad and
masculine
wanted
voice,
to get even.
plus
So you
he doesn't have, like,
lured
obvious
children to the
breasts.
back using a
And
costume.
the other, all the
Killed
other
them,
mercenaries are
stuffed
guys as
their
well,
bodies
so,
into
you know.
animatronic suits, hoping to
Unless
get the place shut down, then left.
Dun, dun, dun,
Notice that the
dun, dun.
newspaper clippings never say it's an employee of the company luring the
Oh
children
my
away,
God.
but we know it must have been someone with access
Shut
and
up,
knowledge of the
hey.
employee show. Just like Nathan, you were caught almost immediately, captured on the security footage. You were arrested, tried, and convicted, forced now to live on death row. The Freddy's Pizzeria you work in now are just the nightmares that haunt you, taunting you every night with the phrase, "It's me, it's me." It is you. You are the killer. The nightmare is also why everything is so surreal. Posters switching at random, heads on the animatronics glitching, Golden Freddy appearing and disappearing at will, taunting you as the one that got away. It's also why you're only at the pizzeria from midnight to 6 a.m. every night. It's a nightmare. It's in your sleep. It's a place you created, a restaurant long closed as evidenced by the spider webs, and overrun with angry spirits out for revenge on you, and you alone as the one who took their lives, as evidenced by them completely ignoring the naked endoskeleton elsewhere in the building. It's also a place you can't escape from, why you find yourself back there night after night, even after you complete your 5 nights. See you back next week, the ending text goes. You're unable to leave this terror, the threat of death, the guilt, because it never ends. And in a delightfully ironic twist, your personal hell forces you to supervise the exact same security footage that led to your capture in the first place. But hey, that's just a theory. A game!
Oh.
Sweet dreams.
Oh, he said it.
You said it.
No,
He
why
said
is he
the
laughing,
thing.
Matt? Stop laughing, God.
I should
You know
And
what
he's
October
hot.
reminds me of?
does it
traveling
remind you
door
of,
to
MatPat?
door in order to get free snacks on Halloween. But
Oh,
get
It
this,
reminds me of.
Nature Box.
What October reminds me
Every
of.
month is like
Fucking
it'll
nothing.
sponsor, it'll
reverse
sponsor.
Halloween,
Do you want
where
to skip
don't
the
have to do
sponsor?
anything and the snacks
Yeah.
come to
Yes.
you at
It's not part of the theory, I don't think,
Yeah, it's
anyway.
part of the theory. I got a game theory. Why is MatPat so fucking stupid?
He's...
The theory is meant to have evidence, not just a hypothesis.
yeah, that's just a theory.
Does MatPat have a brain injury?
No.
Possibly, but that's just a theory. A game theory. Why? I remember watching a game theory video a while ago. It was about. I can't. It was about like Splatoon or some shit, and I felt dumber after I finished watching it. I watched it, and then deadass as soon as the video ended, I said to myself, I feel
Welcome to
dumber.
Game Theory, the show that promises not to include any more gratuitous
Because it was
jump
about like
scares
whether the
unless
Splatoon
that's
people like
just
more
what I
people
want you
or
to
Squid or
think,
some
so
shit.
lull you
After
into
watching
a
it, I
false
dead
sense of
said out
security
loud,
and scare
I
you
feel
again.
dumber
But
after watching
I
that.
wouldn't do that. I'll just let the uncertainty of
I
whether a
still
jump
feel
scare is going
dumber
to happen
from
or not
watching
drive
that.
you insane for the rest of this episode.
Not the FNAF one, still the
Man, I love
Splatoon one.
reverse psychology. You know what else I
Where
love?
the hell did I
These
put the Rubik's
games!
Cube?
Not because I'm freaked out by the rosy-cheeked, tingle-looking, emotionally dead animatronics. Okay, well, Balloon Kid is pretty messed up, but whatever. No, what I appreciate about these games is the level of thought that went into every element of the story. When you create a game that has people rage debating about whether it's a sequel or a prequel, you've definitely done something right. Unless that was never your intent, in which case you've done something horribly, horribly wrong. Anyway, the point is, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has everything you'd want in a sequel. More cameos, more danger, and more fan. Oh, fan. But that also comes with more questions. Questions about the game's lore. And while others will provide you with the jump scares, I provide you with what everyone really wants, answers. Well, maybe not everyone. What an elite, educated subset of you really want, answers. So grab yourselves a slice of Freddy Fazbear's signature pizza, cause we're about to dig in. Ugh. Tastes like.
MatPat, no, I
Let's
don't
get
like
the big
you.
one out of the way first. Is the game a sequel or a prequel sequel?
It's like you're throwing
That
up,
is
Hayden.
contrary to popular
pardon?
belief, just because
That-
it has
that-
a big
that
2
first cough sounded
slapped
like you were
next to
about
the
to
name
puke.
doesn't automatically mean the
Yeah,
game comes after
but
the
I'm-
first
I'm
one in
just
a
got
timeline
cancer.
sense. It's a sequel,
Epic.
yes, but it tells a prequel story. Take, for instance, these all-time classics. Psycho 4, The Beginning, Lion King 1.5, and
Nope,
the action
Shani's gone live,
classic
apparently.
Godfather Part 2. All
On
of them
Snapchat- on
sequels that
Instagram.
just so
On
happen
Instagram,
to
yeah.
also be prequels.
You're
Not
running this
mutually
in the live chat
exclusive,
window.
so where's Five Nights at
Pun?
Freddy's 2
Oh,
fit?
you-
Knowing its place in the
You know what
timeline
time it
crucial
is.
for understanding its story.
Doom.
Well, to figure that out,
Doom,
let's
doom,
focus
doom,
on the
doom, doom.
paycheck you receive at the end of your 5th night. The date places the events of the game in 1987, a whole
Uh-oh.
6 years ahead of when we determined the first game took place in our first video. Sounds like a prequel, but we found that date in the first game by calculating Mike Schmidt's hourly pay and comparing it to the minimum wage of the 90s. If Scott Coffin, the game's developer, is just picking random numbers for the payments, this bit of evidence is useless. Except that he's not. At the end of
Are you
5
fucking pay?
What?
Divide that by the 30 hours
Yeah,
worked,
what's wrong?
you get $3.35 an hour, the exact minimum wage for 1987, which means that us using minimum wage
Do I still
calculations
wanna-
to identify the year of Five Nights 1 is a perfectly valid way to prove it, and shows that it takes place after the events of Five Nights 2. Still don't believe me? Players brave enough to survive the extra night 6 are rewarded with a bonus check. and a
Having more
newspaper
fun
clipping that
annoying
says the toy
Shani than
robots
watching
are getting
this.
scrapped, and that the old ones are going into storage for a new, smaller scale version of the restaurant. Now,
Yes,
it's
it
funny,
does.
Old models reappear in Five Nights at Freddy's, and the toy models
Shut the fuck
don't.
up,
And
Rosa.
notice how it mentions a smaller version of the restaurant. The building in Five Nights 1 is significantly smaller than the setting of Five Nights 2. Need more evidence? What about the fact that on the first night in the office, the phone guy explains that the robots used to walk around during the day just like they do in Five Nights 2, but not anymore. Or the fact that phone guy dies in the first game, making it hard for him to also be the phone guy in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 if it takes place after. Call me the Phantom Menace, cause every
Who the
winter
fuck are the
Sunday,
other
this
people that she's
game
live
is a
with?
prequel. So with that revelation out of the way, we're
What's
able
it
to
on?
piece together the rest of the timeline and dig a little bit
Instagram, we're,
deeper.
Oh.
we're annoying
Oh.
Shani
Everywhere
because she's
in
live.
Five Nights 2. Welcome to
Jeez.
the new
Hold on, I need to pause this. Hold on.
What happened?
She's
Jeez.
getting really annoyed at me and Jack for asking her do it fart. Where's the burger emoji? There it is.
Before this one. Additionally, the phone guy makes reference to it on night 1, mentioning the old location and how it was left.
Wow,
So we know that there was
I'm
a
still
Humble.
What the fuck?
game, one for the second game,
Go
and
talk
one
to
for
Olivia
the
or
third
something.
we've never seen. But even
Hamburger.
before that, the phone guy also mentions an even older restaurant.
You can ask an actual
Which,
question.
aside from its confusingly different name, also had different owners. So let me recap. There's the restaurant from the first
I'm
game,
so
which is
confused.
last in the timeline. The one that you're currently working at in 1987 in Five Nights 2, an older location of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria left to rot, and the original Fredbear's Diner. Jeez, I hope you're still with me, because this is more complicated than the Zelda timeline. Anyway, it's at this first location, the diner, where the whole story begins. Submitted for the approval
Oh my
of the
God.
Purist Society, this is the true tale of Five Nights at Freddy's. When you die in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, before you've even gotten over the jump scare, you sometimes get a screen like this. Oh, turn it off! Turn it off, it's too horrifying! That, youngsters, was E.T. for the Atari, a console that came out before the NES. Yes, around the same time as the dinosaurs. It's widely considered to be the worst game of all time, hence me reacting in a horrified manner. See? Humor, folks. But seriously, you get these disturbing death minigames which, true to
Is
the
that banned from the
1987
chat?
use Atari-esque
What?
graphics to depict various horrific
On
events.
Shane's
all the
live
while
thing,
a
because I kept
creepy
asking do it
robotic
fast, so I
voice
think I might have been
spells out
banned from
letter
chat.
by
Wait, no,
letter
never
things
mind.
like help them, save them, or save him. These death minigames are the most important piece in figuring out the true story behind these games. Let's start with this one. This death minigame has you playing as Freddy, taking cake to screaming children at a birthday party. As Freddy rushes
Why am I
around
still
trying to
watching
keep
this?
the party
I'm-
happy, a single sad child
It's funny watching Shaney look at the chat and get
suddenly
annoyed.
You're powerless to do anything but look on in abject horror as a purple man pulls up in a car, murders the child, and drives off. It's my belief, loyal theorists, that this game takes place at Fredbear's Diner and is chronologically the first event that we see
I'm-
in this timeline.
I just wanna
Well, it's a
just
well-established
ask her on Snapchat, like just personally. Hey,
all the
this-
other games which
uh,
show robots,
I'm
but more
like not
importantly,
like do it
it's
fart or
murder
anything. Just like
one
go
that
talk
sets
to Olivia. Like,
everything into motion.
huh?
Added to Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is winding a mysterious music box that we're told placates one of the animatronics. If you fail to wind the music box, what you're introduced to is this terrifying thing. The puppet looks like
Puppeteer.
No Face from Spirited Away. You know what else he looks like?
Dragon
He looks like that murdered child. See how his tear tracks remain visible on his face, even after he's dead? If we assume that they'll continue to stay with him into the afterlife, we can make a pretty good case that this kid's murdered spirit eventually found its way into the puppet animatronic. But that's not all. What jump scare happens after this Save Him minigame? After seeing this tear-stained child's murder reenacted in 8-bit, the puppet jumps out of the screen and attacks you. Coincidence? I don't think so.
I
This
think
incident marks
not.
the first time the chain is ever associated with a violent act carried out against a child, and we can infer that it was this incident
Jackie, you
that
still
caused
watching
the
it?
original owners of
Yeah.
Fredbear's Diner to sell off to the company now known as Fazbear Entertainment.
What?
But if I was senselessly murdered and left to haunt a crappy pizza place for the rest of my life in the body of an awful-looking clown doll, I'd want to get my revenge as soon as possible. Unfortunately for our vengeful puppet, though, it didn't quite turn out that way. Fast forward a few years to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the first location, the one that
What?
has yet to
I'm
appear in the
wondering
game.
what
This new
emoji to
restaurant is
send.
the one we learned about in my earlier episode and throughout the first game.
Should I send a ladder?
Murderer
Like just
uses
a
gold
ladder
chain
emoji?
to lure away and kill 5 children in the back room. As we read through the various articles on the wall, he gets caught the next day, but the bodies are never found. Presumably because they've been stuffed into the animatronic suits. The restaurant stays open for a few months
I'm just
until
gonna
the
go-
dead body stink starts to waft off
Yeah.
the box and causes the place
I don't
to
know
get
what
shut
this
down
emoji is,
for
but
health
something.
reasons. But how do we know this happened in the first piece of
Jack,
evidence?
we can
Yeah.
request to
Well,
join the
turns out
live
guy
thing.
said-
No, I'm not requesting that.
Five Nights 2, he mentioned the
Request to
smell
join
from
to
the
us
old
do it
animatronics.
fart.
No.
Jack,
That got
please.
the
No, I'm not
original
doing that. You do it.
down.
Pretty
We
please,
also
Jack.
know that
No,
after
you
the
do
Red
it.
Freddy incident, it took multiple months for the restaurant to get shut down. That couldn't have happened in the restaurant of Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Right.
Which is
I need to
shut
pay
down
attention
since
to the FNAF.
the
Pretty please,
foreseeable
Jack.
future.
Request
But outside
join,
of these
please.
You do it.
clues, also makes
No, you're in
logical
the.
sense.
How about we both
The
do it?
Freddy murder
No, I'm not doing it. I
used
don't
to
want to
hold
push it
position existed in
I
the
feel like I've
Jack,
pushed it
you're
enough.
necessary to be
Now
funny.
there are 5 more dead children. Thanks to another of the death minigames, we find out
No,
exactly
just-
what happened to them. In the Help Them minigame, the
What's-
puppet
Jack,
sends
pretty
dead
please.
children into the robotics.
Right, I'll be there in
Souls
spirit. Like, you
blood.
request to join. If they say just put me up on the screen, and then just like hold your camera up, and then I don't know.
4 dead children in that game.
Oh,
which
I want
tell
to, but I
you,
don't know
look
the
closely
person who's
if
actually
you
hosting
dare,
it. That's
for
the thing.
frame
Yeah, I don't know
right
either.
before Golden Freddy's head jumps out,
So I'm not going to because I don't know who that
features
is.
the lost 5th dead child, and what
I'm gonna
started
follow
as a
them.
haunted puppet has suddenly become an army of
Should I follow them?
animatronics out for
Yeah,
revenge.
sure, why not?
But wait, that's not all we know.
Oh,
We
wow.
also know the murder was committed by the same guy who killed the first child. How? Look at the Foxy death
Moment.
game. Twice,
Where-
Foxy
where's
goes out
the-
to meet
where's
kids,
that?
but the third
Okay,
time
now
we
I need
see
a
the tall
cloud
child
emoji.
again, smiling. Foxy goes into the other
That's
room
useless.
to find 5 dead children. The man in purple strikes again. Skip ahead to 1987, finally bringing us to the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The old
Well,
animatronics have been
Shani
retried.
left.
Cute new versions of all our
Where's the
favorite
cloud
villains come
emoji?
equipped with facial
Right, I no longer
recognition
care anymore.
software that just so happens to
I'm
be
trying to find a
connected
cloud
the
emoji.
sex offender
Oh.
database. Seems like an
Oh,
oddly
it's a
specific
Jack's vendor.
detail, right? Until you consider that the last restaurant was closed for having children get kidnapped and killed by an employee. It's a safety measure. You see how it all ties together? So you have some animatronics possessed by vengeful spirits and another batch on the prowl for predators. But that doesn't stop our friend the Purple Man from continuing his life's work of murdering children at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. As we learn from the phone guy on nights 4 through 6, the new restaurant is once again under investigation as, well, I'll let him explain.
Hello. What on earth are you doing?
Right, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to the FNAF now.
Closed down, at least for a while.
Is everyone still here?
Used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back. Yellow
Yeah.
Is Hayden still here?
I'm still here.
Found out
Okay.
we're acting right.
The Golden Freddy Killer struck again. The final death minigame also supports this. You, as Freddy, must walk through an exact replica of the building. Animatronics
I'm seeing-
all in their proper
I'm seeing if
places,
they answer the
seeing
question of do it
5 dead
fart.
children
No,
Nah,
spread
Shani's
out
not in it
in
anymore.
various rooms.
Yeah, I don't care.
And based on
Okay,
what
fair
Phone
enough.
Guy says, it seems
Yeah, I
like
don't
the
care, they're not
guilty
gonna
party
answer
was
it,
the
and it's
former night
boring.
guard, the one who
This is
moved to
boring as
babysit,
shit.
and the one your character replaced. I mean, Phone Guy makes plenty of
Why did your
uncomfortable
sister put a
references
thing on
to
Instagram of
suddenly
her
having
fucking
an
up her
available
feet and toes on
position during the
Instagram?
day.
She like fell over. Hurt my feet and toes, but I'm okay.
Hmm.
Who the fuck is this?
We don't have a replacement.
I have no idea who this is. They're followed by Ashton.
But
That is
is
a
the
very
Purple
terrible
Man
profile
really
picture.
someone
Joe.
we've never met, and who's
It's
only worked
Joe.
for a week?
Joe
Is
who?
someone we trust, someone with
Not
a
like Joe
long
Mama, just
history
Joe.
with these characters,
Yeah.
someone
Joe
no one
Mama.
would suspect. The head guard, the one forced to fill empty positions and teach new recruits by leaving them instructions over the phone. Is the Purple Man the phone guy? Ask yourself
Yes.
this, what do we really know
Hot.
about
The
phone
man
guy?
behind the
It says,
slaughter.
first, he always speaks
Dum
like
dum
an
dum do
outsider looking in. He refers to a man who's been with the company as they. So he's not higher up like the CEO or even a manager.
He's playing the
He's
fucking
also
Mother
not a
3
typical
final
day
boss theme
worker, as
again.
He says things like the employees and the staff. So he works there, but isn't generally considered a
Go
regular
talk
member
to
of the
Olivia.
company. We also know that he's qualified for the role of a night guard. And as we learn, he plans to take over
What
the
about
position
Olivia, Jack?
sometime after night
No,
6, and is on his
I'm
way
still
out of the
thinking about what
building
she
by
said.
the first
Go.
What did she say?
Go talk to Olivia.
Any thoughts?
No.
I actually worked in that office before.
Oh.
And finished it last week now, as a matter of fact.
So has
What else
Ryan
do we
responded
know?
to you
Well,
yet,
we know
or?
that Phone
No.
Guy has a long history with the company, being with
Ryan
it
went
at
offline
least
like a while
since
ago.
the first pizzeria that we haven't.
So good to that.
In the hallway? Probably not. I was just curious. Like I said, he was always my favorite. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always...
Well, let's look at the minigame again. He has a long history with the franchise, killing since it was Fredbear Diner. We see him smiling as he watches Foxy perform, Phone Guy's favorite, right before Foxy sees the room of dead children. We know that the puppet and the killer wouldn't get along, with Phone Guy's discomfort around a creature that he describes as always thinking. And here's the bombshell. We know the killer is a security guard. How? On very rare... The puppet
can we come to an agreement? This video fucking blows. Like,
Yeah, the early MatPat theories are kind of questionable quality.
no, look at Golden Freddy.
What do you see? Two white,
Thought you were laughing. No, you sneezed violently.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Good. I'm gonna eat your dead body.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna barbecue Hayden.
Now, that to me is
Hey guys, you want some roast Hayden?
No, I'm good. Oh my god, don't.
More for me.
Oh, did he really just say
I
that?
don't know, but that's pretty hot, not gonna lie.
That looks like a hand.
Looks like a hand.
MatPat just said that the thing in purple guy's hand is a phone, but no, it just looks like he's got his hand out.
It'll literally look like he's about to go scoop up someone's balls.
We know the other animatronics got scrapped, but this ghostly guy should still be around if this timeline I proposed is correct. And get this, the puppet is in the game. Take a look at the east hallway. Seems pretty normal, right?
Wow, the puppets in the first game. Did you know that?
I didn't actually.
Wow, MatPat can use his eyes to look at things in the background of video game that isn't there very clearly. Isn't that epic? MatPat can use comprehension skills. Good job, MatPat. Maybe soon you'll graduate from elementary school.
Looking for revenge against a sick child killer, the purple guy, the guy who just so happens to be the first voice you hear when turning on these games. Save them. Save them. But hey,
MatPat, you're listening to the thing in the game. Good job, Matt. Good job, Matthew Patrick. You've learned comprehension.
Box by clicking the subscribe button. Otherwise, the puppet might get ya. Click it. Click it. Oh, guess you were safe after
Maybe
all.
soon he'll
Don't
learn how to
holiday break.
read.
You know what I like to do during this time of love and gladness? Catch up on my favorite TV shows.
Is this a sponsor?
At this point, I don't have cable, and
It's a
would probably
sponsor.
avoid pirating things, which is why I subscribe to Hulu
Who would
Plus.
willingly put their brand name on this crap?
People desperate for money.
No, they're giving MatPat the money. That's something.
I just paid myself.
Drink it, drink it, drink it. Voice editing things. Good job, Matt.
FNAF.
That means he learned how to read. Good job, Matthew.
I shid.
It's
I
hard.
shit myself not.
You know what? I'm gonna say like that.
Right, everyone get ready to clap along with the Bible song.
You'll be fine. I should.
Clapping is coming through very inconsistently.
Okay, now I think
Hello, Internet. Welcome to
Free from that game, you do know that, right?
4 minutes after that,
Yeah.
the game was loaded. So forgive me if I was caught with my hands on that one. I just wasn't prepared for it.
MatPat with his pants down. Someone has, because he's a child. Someone has sex with
Yeah,
MatPat.
his wife.
Imagine he. Okay.
We'll do something, and then I'm not. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be cool.
Seriously, Scott? Oh, look, here's a wall. Let me just dial in my phone number. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. What? When did we jump from a point-click horror? It's like platform 9 3/4.
Dude.
I expect Harry Potter to operate into
like, okay,
Pirate's Cove
now,
or something.
over it.
Jeez, here I was
Ew, is that a
thinking
Harry
plug
Potter
your numbers
reference?
into
Yeah, can you
one other
please
place
pause
that you
it?
see
This is
numbers
very
in this
important.
game.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody quiet. I should.
It wasn't
Anything,
funny.
But nope,
But it
dialing
was.
in belts and a few overtime hour third game. More gets picture of
Oh,
dramatic,
yeah.
let's just say above average
Mm.
interest
That was a what,
in this
Jack?
theory. I wanted to create something that answered as
We
many
can approach
questions
you.
as possible
Oh.
about this franchise.
Is he not
So-
going?
These moments are like.
I'm gonna say you
Just a
sure,
detail
or just
that
go
we
okay.
all want an answer to is what exactly
Just say, okay.
happened in the
But-
story
but
throughout
don't
this
do like
series.
just oh
It's a
and then
pretty
okay. That
fundamental
seems very
question to
passive
not have an
aggressive.
answer
Like,
Just
to.
say,
alright,
Despite
Or
thousands of
okay,
videos, forums,
maybe we can
Or alright.
maybe we can go somewhere else
Tumblr
next time.
posts.
Is it?
Whoa,
Some, you know,
hey,
maybe we
put
can work
that
something else so
away.
we can all
You
go
behave
next time.
yourself. This game
Yeah.
is already scary enough without
Maybe
me
it's because we made a
sticking your
fuck
hook somewhere it doesn't belong.
flop. This for good little children, we might be able to get right. We might be able to have more. Maybe if we're good little children this time, we might be able to have more people over next time.
Yeah, right. I'll go. Okay, sorry. Just sorry that this had to happen.
Yeah, just say okay. Sorry about this. Maybe, hopefully next time we can have more than 3
Like,
little children this time, so we can have more people over.
exactly.
There we go.
Despite Surias as his hunting ground of choice for years, but going into the third game, we still weren't sure about who this guy was or even how many victims he'd have. Whereas all of
What did you remember?
Like, person he is. He tried to relate to the kids. What did you guys do over days? Did any of you chill? I'm aware that Netflix and chill is thing to sex. I watching Netflix with people that mean sex. Looking back, I'm like, oh no, Mr. No,
Was that to the?
no, we're all mine.
I mean, people like, you know, have sex at ages that, you know.
Yeah, but it's still really awkward because he said that to a room full of 8th graders. He said there were 2 people of 4-olds. Wow, I was like, oh, he's trying to relate to kids. Everyone's like, ew, sex. And I'm just like, oh.
Branded and avoided the negative PR, becoming what we know today as Fazbear Entertainment. They then opened a new chain of restaurants, 3. This is not Fredbear Diner like many interpret, but rather the first location of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, predating the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. How do we know? Well, by paying close attention to the introduces Fazbear's Pizza.
Getting better. Slowly getting better.
Yeah, we're slowly getting better. I don't think that's what you mean. I think this better means it gets good. This isn't getting good.
No.
He also lets us know that the
We're 30. We have 30 episodes. It'll be less.
Theory, because I don't fucking care.
Multiple and simultaneous spring lock failures, the company has deemed the suits temporarily unfit for employees. The classic suits are being retired to an appropriate location.
Now, two employees are killed by the failure of a Bonnie suit and a Freddy suit. Where else in the game do we see Bonnie and Freddy sharing a unique feature that no one else in the game possesses? Shadow Freddy and Shadow
This game is really
Bonnie.
depressing.
Could this be the origin of the
It is.
paranormal Shadow suits?
No,
And Shadow Bonnie
Oh, have
are
you played
tied to
before,
the
Hayden?
ghosts of the
No, I
employees
haven't.
who
But I've
died
seen
in the
like
spring
people play it.
suits. Get
Yeah,
this, the
this
employees'
is
bodies
really
were taken out of the
depressing.
suits, which is why their appearance
It's
is
like, oh
more
yes, I'm gonna go help
paranormal
these
and why they
people.
can't
Oh, his son
possess
died.
them as well as the children can. Plus, having this as their origin would explain the in-game behavior of both suits.
Like, I get like Yuna's whole backstory is like, oh, there was slaves, and she's like, I don't give a shit about Yuna. She's really fucking stupid.
During games that occur between nights,
Yo, why are the animatronics programmed to kill people
only
though?
to cause them to glitch out and then get torn apart by Purple Guy. This supernatural origin story is how Shadow
No, seriously, why are the animatronics like killing people? I still don't understand why.
And they record it, and then they leak it, therefore it being a security breach. Boom. The next FNAF games. Animatronics were
This
to
is
have
like,
if the industry.
We conclude the last episode. This is also a point in the timeline of the first
MatPat
missing
theory.
children incident.
How did the
What we learn
animatronic
about via
sticks?
Oh.
For clipping that we have, we need to develop his signature. But one nagging detail FNAF theorists have been wondering is what suit does he use for his disguise? They want to say the purple
Yeah, I'm gonna get
guy
them
has
together
a habit
tomorrow.
of using a yellow suit.
We had a spare in the back. The
Jack,
yellow
do you remember
one-
if Olivia has any
someone used
band-aids?
it-
But why not? He
Band-Aids?
tells us so.
No, that's okay. I was wondering if you did, because, you know.
I'll have
an oddly specific detail.
new network.
Oh, wow, you got friends, Easy huh? go.
Oh. Oh.
No, wow, you got friends, huh?
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Alright, let's see if this works now.
And eventually is forced to shut its doors for
Oh, wait,
good.
Ham.
This leads to the trailer for Five Nights
Nope,
at Freddy's
Ham.
2. Finally, we're actually going to talk about a game in the
Showtime,
series.
baby, let's go,
Seriously, can you believe we've been going
Oh,
this
we
whole
back.
time on locations that aren't even settings for the 3 main games? That is why this lore is so challenging, but also so interesting.
Town of fans
Anyway,
pulled up.
forgotten,
That's why
dismantled,
this is
deactivated.
gay
These
sex
are the words
FNAF.
you see at the beginning of the
Pew, pew,
trailer.
pew,
Back
pew.
when the debate about whether this game was a sequel or a prequel to the first game, these words made it seem like a follow-up, that everything had been shut down since the first game, but it wasn't. These words are a reference to the business being closed down after that first missing children's incident. That's why posters everywhere in Five Nights 2 are all about the brand new Fazbear Pizza. It's the grand reopening after years of being out of business. That's also why the new toy animatronics have built-in facial recognition software to a criminal database. They need to be careful to prevent another incident, but as we know, it doesn't work. As we see in the Save Them minigame, 5 more children get killed in this new location. We know it's the new location because the minigame map's layout perfectly matches this new Fazbear business. We also know
Oh yeah,
that happened
JoJo Part
earlier in the
6 was
timeline
announced to be
as
getting
both the old
animated.
animatronics and new toy
I never already said that, but I'm
robots
making
are
sure that
presented
everyone hears
in-game.
it.
But this time, the puppet solution is
Hey
Yeah.
Hayden, the best part's getting animated.
Stream. Part 6 is being animated. Of
Eat my
JoJo.
balls.
Hayden,
saving
why
the
am I
kids
eating your
and
balls? Is
stopping
it
the
because you don't
killer.
like
He
Part
enlists
6?
the help of Freddy to try and save
Hayden doesn't like Part 6, I'm gonna bully him.
leading the bear to the killer's location.
Right, I'm gonna go to the toilet.
Purple guy came
I'm gonna
prepared,
bully
equipped
Hayden
with
for not
not
liking
a
Part
phone,
6.
but rather
Okay.
something to help him tamper with the animatronics. He knows that something fishy is going on with these robots because he's been watching, studying. The puppet wants Freddy to save them, to which the killer's answer is only this: you can't. So how did the purple guy manage it when he had been caught years before? What about the bite of 87? How do FNAF 1 and 3 fit in? And most importantly of all, who is the purple guy? All that next week. Don't worry, I'll
Who's
come
the
back.
purple
I
guy?
always do.
Your
In the meantime,
mom!
It's all just
Hot.
a theory. A game
Didn't even get a laugh out of you
theory.
guys. Jeez,
Thanks
tough
for
crowd.
watching. Make sure you don't miss part 2 by clicking subscribe. Well, honestly, you still
No
might
thanks,
miss it.
Matthew
The subscribe
Patthew, I don't
button
think I
is
will
really
subscribe.
It would have been funny if
glorified.
someone shut themselves through that
Still,
door.
it's the best you're gonna get, so might as well do it. And while you're at it, you know what else you should click on? The link in the description for
Your
some
mom.
free food delivered straight to
Your
your
mother.
door, courtesy of NatureBox. Honestly, I love this service.
Skip the sponsor.
NatureBox delivers boxes of snacks
That's not
straight to your door. It's like having a year-long
he's not.
Santa Claus
Oh, he
give you
ran
tasty
away.
presents, or like those care packages your parents
Jack
send you
has
when you're away at
abandoned us.
school. It's awesome.
Jack's not
and
there.
it's free if you go to naturebox.com/MatPat or click that link. They have over 100 snacks to choose from.
Matthew
Even as I
Pat.
write, I'm munching on some lemon tea biscuits and strawberry figgy bars. Seriously, look, here they are. So you know it's something I'm using myself. Anyway,
MatPat
it's free food
eats.
that doesn't require you to leave your couch or break your
Oh no,
Does that mean
sponsor.
That is
Sounds like a
mortal.
win-win to me, so
Right, what did I miss?
MatPat, we found there's pictures of him eating. MatPat eats.
Wow. Never would have guessed.
I thought he didn't eat, I thought he wasn't human.
Oh no, he's very human.
That's disappointing.
Do you reckon that a robot would be able to create such content?
Yeah.
Yes. Look, have you seen Harry Potter and the portrait of what appears to
It
be
wouldn't know how to
Cumberbatch?
do research though.
Okay, Jack.
Yeah.
Have you seen Harry Potter and the Large Pot and
Hello,
And the large
Sorry,
po-
I'm
and the
having a stroke.
portrait.
Welcome to
Harry
Game
Potter in the portrait
Theory.
what
We
looked
may not have made
what looked like a
FNAF, but
large
I like
pile
to
of
think
ash.
we've at least
Yes,
No.
have you
made
seen
it
Harry
a
Potter
bit
and
more
the portrait of what looked like a
interesting.
large
So,
pile
in
of ash?
part 1 of this
Oh, I
The
have
AI
not.
wrote that
all
story.
questions answered
Oh.
for
It was
Game Theory. We
beautiful.
covered everything
It was
from
the best one
origin
there
of the
was.
shadow animatronics to
No,
the
He
I'm-
actually made jokes.
Plus there's that deepfake thing. I think AI could easily... I think AI could replace MatPat and we wouldn't notice. That's not even like... I think AI has replaced MatPat and just no one's noticed because there's no difference.
But today we're covering the major questions from the franchise, the final bits of the timeline, the ending of the game, and most importantly of
That's
all,
the last
the
bit then.
identity
Good
of
job,
the
Jin.
purple
You killed the
guy.
dog.
So enough intro, let's
Hot.
cut to the chase. When we left
dog
things
is
off, there had
terrible
been
in this
another
game, it's
round of
so
murder
annoying.
done in Fazbear Pizza. Purple guy had once again
I'll have to
used
give
the golden
Ryan the
body
USSR
suit
show
to lure
another
in
day.
another set of 5 kids and kill them, as depicted in the
I'll have
Save
to
Them
arrange with him
minigame
so I can
from
just like
FNAF
rock
2.
up there and
The
just like
place
throw
gets
it at him.
closed for investigation a few days later, but the one thing that practically everyone overlooks in this location is that it gets
fox.
reopened. In FNAF 2, the Night 1 phone call welcomes you to your new summer job
I reckon
at
this guy
Freddy
can pet the
Fazbear's
foxes. It's
Pizza.
very cute. And do the happy dances that runs off.
Summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Summer job. And yet, the paycheck at the end of the week reads November. There is not a single place in the world where November is a summer month.
Wait.
Technically here November's a summer month. It's technically the end of whatever comes before summer, but it's close enough, so...
No,
Spring.
November's a winter month.
In FNAF 1,
Hold
No,
on.
it's not. It's a spring
Oh,
month.
yeah. Me big dumb.
It's close
you know
enough to summer because it feels like it, so... Liberals destroyed.
Oh, can we talk about how this man split a part 2 into 2 parts?
He what?
Can we call the part 3 of this marathon part 2, part 2?
Yeah, yeah, part 1, part 2's first half.
Part
that-
1, then there's part 2, and then there's part 2, part 2.
Part 2, episode 1.
Part 2, part 2.
Yes, part 2, episode 1, part 2, episode 2.
From months ago. Need more proof? Night 6's call references a birthday party happening as the last event before the building closes. But what decorations do we see put up throughout the building for the entirety of the week you're working there? Happy birthday banners. Confusing? You betcha. Game-changing? Absolutely. This means that both Jeremy and Fritz, the characters you play as throughout FNAF 2, aren't the killer purple guy at all. They were both working in November.
Well,
after the
Chelsea,
Yellow Suit investigation
I am
and the
watching
killer
Chelsea do
in
now.
charge,
the
which
FNAF
brings
Lore
us to
Game
the other
Theory
key
episodes
point in
with
the
the
Bite
boys
87.
and Rosa.
Hey, Jack, keep talking, Jack. Oh, fucking, I was
The
gonna
boys start
record
with
you
an I.
recording that and
Oh.
send it to Chelsea.
Oh, why you, what, I,
I was
okay.
gonna record you recording that and send that to Chelsea so she gets both.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm wearing a suit because,
Wait, Jack, are you still recording that?
yes, I am
Are you
still,
still recording things for Chelsea?
can I go now? Can I keep going?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, look at Jack, that fucking nerd, Lamau.
Yeah, I'm wearing a suit because, we're watching the FNAF Lore Game Theory episodes, live, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Are you sending this to Chelsea?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, outside of the obvious need to retcon why